今だ。生きった。悪いけどこれ全部ただの遊びだ。カムリ。
Hi guys, this is Ray Say on the way with another what if. This what if will be what if Deku had Nen. In the world of Hunter x Hunter, there's a total of 6 categories for Nen. When somebody figure out what category they're in, it is possible to use the other categories as well, but it won't be as powerful as the main one that you have. Yes, it is possible that someone else can use a different category from their own. An example, Gon, when Gon uses his rock, paper, scissors, he's using 3 different categories. If you're wondering what I mean, when Gon uses his Jadon Ken, his rock is an enhancer, his blade is a transmuter, and paper is an emitter. If you guys want a closer look and also want to know what is the labels on the categories, here they are right now. Enhancer, strengthening self or objects. Transmuter, changing the quality of your aura to match something else. So that's basically 2 out of 6 of the categories Nen. If you're wondering why I didn't list it off, well, I put it up for you so you can see it for yourself. Now for Deku's Nen, I don't know what category he should be in, but he will not be a specialist off the bat. But if you guys want him to, he can be a specialist later on in the story. In the comments, you guys can put down what category you want him to be in. If you guys don't, I'll either put him in Transmuter or Conjurer, or I can just randomize it. If you guys are wondering, why would I pick between Transmuter and Conjurer? Because when people do what if Deku had Nen, they usually make him a specialist or an enhancer. So I want to see between Transmuter or Conjurer. When most people do what if Deku had Nen, they usually make him an enhancer or a specialist. So for this what if, I don't want him to be a specialist or early, and I don't want him to be an enhancer. So I want you guys to pick between the other 4 categories. Remember, you guys, if you guys don't pick, I will pick one randomly. The story starts off with Deku walking home with a black eye, a bleeding nose, and burn marks over his face. As Deku walking home, he says to himself, why are they doing this, with an angry tone. For this what if, Deku's personality will be different from his original counterpart. Deku will be easy to anger, that's why his mom sent him to anger management. He will also despise people who look down upon somebody else just because they have a weak quirk. If someone with a strong quirk wants to be Deku's friend, he will not try to be friends with him immediately. He will try to see what type of person they are first, then see if he can be friends with them. Deku is still a fan of All Might, just toned down throughout the years. When Deku walks into his house, his mother sees him, asks him what happened to you. Deku tells her, I got beat up again. Inko rushes her son to sit down and she grabs an ice pack for him. Inko asks, who did this to you? Deku tells her someone with a fire type quirk. 30 minutes later, Inko patching Midoriya up. Midoriya asks his mother, when can I take martial arts? She tells him no, you might get hurt. Deku sighs, he tells her mom, all I'm trying to do is protect myself, that's all I'm trying to do. Inko gets into a worried tone and tells him no. Deku gives her a confused look, asks her wait, why not? Inko looks at her son, asking Izuku, are you lying to me? Deku tells her no, why would I lie to you? Inko tells him, okay then explain to me, who were you fighting? Deku quietly says, it's Bakugo. Inko tells her son to speak up, I can't hear you. Deku sighs again and tells her it's Bakugo, louder this time. Inko asks Midoriya, why was you fighting Bakugo? Deku tells her he tried to burn my books again. Deku tells her after I grabbed my book from him, he slammed me into the wall with his quirk. Inko tries to see the good in everyone, so she tells him that's not a good reason to get a fight. Deku looks at his mom with a tired expression. He grabs the ice pack and tells her, I'm going to bed. If I had to describe what hero Deku wanted to be when he was a little kid, I would say just like All Might. But him now, he wants to be better than All Might. We cut to the next day. The teacher throws a paper into the air, telling the kids, I all know you want to become heroes. The teacher calls out Bakugo, telling him, oh, you're trying to get into UA? Bakugo jumps on his desk, going on a rant about why he's going to UA. After Bakugo was done his rant, the teacher called out Deku, saying that he's trying to go to UA too. After the teacher was done, all the kids began to laugh at Deku, but before the teacher even announced anything, Deku was already paying attention and listening to music on his phone. Deku tries ignoring all the kids until Bakugo hits his desk. Deku looks at Bakugo with an annoying look. Bakugo gets angry and tells Deku, don't give me that look, nerd. Deku puts his phone down and pulls up both of his hands, flicking Bakugo off, telling him which one, the left one or the right one. Bakugo clenches his fist and tells Deku, when class is over, you better start running home. Deku rolls his eyes, picks up his phone, and tells him, "Sure, whatever, man," and puts his headphones back in. Bakugo uses his quirk on Deku's desk, telling him, "Why are you trying to get in the UA?" Deku doesn't look up from his phone, looking for a song. He tells Bakugo, "Because I can." After Deku said that, Bakugo tries to throw a punch, but Deku kicks him right in his face, slamming him into a wall, making his nose bleed. We cut to a flashback where Deku's being told he might not get a quirk. The doctor tells his mother, "We're not sure he might get a quirk. He showed the sign of getting one, but we're not fully sure." Ever since then, Deku has been training non-stop with fighting, push-ups, and endurance in the elements. If you guys are wondering what do I mean by training under the elements, I'll give you an example of what he does during the training. For fire, he got a part-time job, and after he got paid, he bought nothing but coal and started lighting them on fire in the woods. He started walking and sometimes crawling on the fire path. The last time he checked, he stepped on there for a total of 4 hours and 30 minutes. After Deku got done buying coal, he bought some ice and put it in his tub so he can train with ice. The last time he checked, he stood up there for 3 hours. For electricity, he bought a weak dog collar. The last time he checked, he stood up for 2 hours. Deku started to do that at the age of 9, all the way up to the age of what he is now, while increasing his training throughout the years, also learning how to parkour along the way. We cut back to Deku. After Deku kicked him into the wall, making his nose bleed, he pulls his phone up and takes a picture of Bakugo. Before the teacher can say anything, Deku sprints out the door and tells Bakugo, "See you later." Now, if you're wondering, if he's this strong, how is he getting bullied? Well, he's not. He just gets into too many fights. He's wondering why they want to pick fights with him. And the only time that usually happens where he either has to fight or he gets pissed off. So on his way home, he takes a shortcut and a sludge villain comes out of the sewer telling him, "I need to take your body, kid." Once the sludge villain grabs him, Deku tries to break out. He almost does until a certain someone comes out of the sewer and punches him away. But in the process, he shatters Deku's arm, giving him Nen. If you guys have any questions, just type it down below.